So come along as we walk this beautiful Bavarian town and show you what to expect. Hey, today we're going to take a walk around Garmisch-Partenkirchen. Now we're staying at a VRBO roughly in the middle of the two towns, and at one time in the past these were two separate towns, but then around the 1936 Winter Olympics Adolf Hitler said, let's merge the towns together to get ready for the Winter Olympics. And since then, they are now one town, but they've kept their each distinct names with a hyphen in between. Now, a few things that we've noticed is that many of the restaurants and shops do not take credit cards. So if you come here, have your euros ready. And this place gets pretty quiet at night. We noticed by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, the streets are pretty quiet. And on Sundays, most businesses are closed. But it's a beautiful Bavarian town surrounded by the mountains, the Zugspitze, and just a gorgeous area to spend some time. And because of the surrounding mountains, during the winter, this area attracts skiers from all over the world.
Okay, let's head to Partenkirchen.
It was a short 5-minute walk from our VRBO to the historic section of Partenkirchen, where we began our walk through the town. So what you're looking at is the main historic street in Partenkirchen. And this street actually dates back to Roman times. And it kind of makes a loop through the town. And if you follow it going north, it kind of brings you out to another street that brings you to Garmisch. So you can see the charm of the street. Now, if you notice, there's nobody here because it's Sunday. And on Sunday, everything is pretty much closed for the entire day. So just walk the street, enjoy the view. Oh, look, and here's a chicken fountain. So you'll find not only shops, but there's also restaurants, cafes, and even a hotel right here. And you'll also find that old world charm.
You guys went there?
So as you come down that street, make a left when you get to this church and follow the curve down this way and then follow this down. This will bring you into the Garmisch side of the city. Now, right when you get to this intersection, if you go across, that will lead you to Garmisch. But we're going to stop at this cute little cafe first and get a cup of coffee, cappuccino, maybe a latte, and a little pastry. There's nothing better than fresh German pastries. And many bakeries also sell sandwiches. So what you see here is a cheese pastry and a very large cappuccino. Total price, €6. All right, so after coffee and pastry, we're going to continue our walk, head to the pedestrian zone in Garmisch. It was an easy 20-minute walk from this point to the pedestrian zone in Garmisch. And wherever you go, just look up and you'll see the mountains. To find Garmisch's pedestrian zone, I put in Richard Strauss plots as the endpoint in the walking directions in my phone in the GPS. And along the way, we passed several traditional Bavarian homes. Okay, we think we made it. That sign says pedestrians only. And it's a street down this way, but this is kind of a nice area. This whole square area is really nice. Lots of shops, restaurants. So here's a tip. If you put in the tourist information office for Garmisch, it's right at the beginning of the pedestrian zone. So there's the office here, and the zone is right down here. So what you're looking at is Garmisch's pedestrian-only zone. Shops, restaurants, I think there's some hotels around here. And we're going to walk it and just take a look. Now also in this area is a great city park. If you have the time, definitely check it out. After we walked the park, we headed back to the pedestrian zone. And that's when we noticed there was some kind of commotion in the center of the zone. So there's something going on at the center of the pedestrian zone. We're going to walk down and take a look. So it looks like it's some kind of sheep shaving contest. So what we stumbled upon was Garmisch's annual sheep shaving festival. I didn't see this on any calendar of events, but what it is a time when the farmers come down from the mountains and the fields to have their sheep sheared. So if you ever wondered how they shave sheep, this is how they do it. Sheep doesn't look too happy. So you can see the bags of wool over here, and you can see them hard at work. Little kids love this stuff. Kids are spellbound. Welcome to Germany. So I guess you'd say this is Bavarian entertainment on a Sunday afternoon. And it was here that we met Marcus, a blacksmith from North Italy. And there's a stand here where you can actually buy used and new cowbells. We just got a used cowbell from the farm. You want to ring it?
Sure.
Hello, I'm Marcus, blacksmith from North Italy. Welcome to Bavaria. I show you my cowbells. They're handmade.
You know, guys, that's really good, but I think it needs more cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
The festival also included an official blessing, words from the event's queen, and there was a tent set up for beer and food, sort of like a mini Oktoberfest. Yeah, I think this is Garmisch's version of Oktoberfest. And although it was mainly locals, we headed on in so we could join the fun. And while we were there, the Queen came in to meet her admirers. It was definitely a fun afternoon. So that sheep festival was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like a look inside the world of those that live in Garmisch. And you know, sometimes the things that aren't planned turn out to be the best, right?
Right.
Now with all the walking, you're going to get hungry. And we got you covered with some great suggestions. Now, of course, when you're in Garmisch, make sure you check out some of the great German restaurants here. We're doing one right now.
We made it.
Yeah. German food.
So here's a typical German restaurant here in Garmisch. You can see how homey it is. Lots of cool stuff on the wall. So this is where we are in downtown Garmisch, and they have a traditional menu. And we're going to go with the pork schnitzel with the Jägerstyle, which is a brown gravy. After enjoying some traditional German beer, our meals arrived. So this is schnitzel and it's Jägerstyle, so it comes with a brown sauce and gravy, which is absolutely delicious. Everyone's meal was delicious, and I'd recommend checking this place out when you're in Garmisch. And over at the Partenkirchen side of town, we found another traditional German restaurant that seemed to be filled with locals. And the food here was equally delicious. Now the meal with drinks came to less than 50 euros a couple, but they don't take credit cards, so you have to pay with cash. And if the service is good, we always leave a 10% tip when traveling through Europe. In Garmisch, you can also find some non-traditional German restaurants, such as Bungalow 7, which we tried and everybody enjoyed. And if you're in the mood for Italian, they have that covered too. Now, when you're in Garmisch, also don't forget to check out what's around you, such as its famous gorge, the Zugspitze, which is the highest mountain in Germany, and an hour away from town, King Ludwig's Castle. We'll do dedicated videos about each of these locations in the near future and tell you everything you need to know, especially if you're planning a visit. Until next time, safe travels.